The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Lyra of the Zynthian Empire delivered her report. Her crystalline form refracted the dim light as she spoke with clinical precision. "The human colony on Terrace 7 has been neutralized," she announced. 800,000 juveniles eliminated. Collateral damage was acceptable. The assembled species nodded their approval. Humans had been expanding too rapidly, colonizing worlds with alarming efficiency. This would send a message: stay within your borders or face consequences. What the Council didn't understand was that they had just signed their own death warrant. Captain Marcus. Shen stood motionless aboard the UES Retribution, staring at the transmission that had just arrived from Earth Command. The words blurred as tears streamed down his weathered face. His daughter had been on Terrace 7. She was 10 years old. Around him, the bridge crew worked in eerie silence. Every single officer had lost someone. Children, nieces, nephews, students, an entire generation of innocents obliterated in what the Zynthian Empire called a preemptive strike. "Captain," his first officer, Lieutenant Sarah Park, said, her voice hollow. "We're receiving similar reports from the entire fleet. Every ship, every crew member has lost family." Marcus wiped his eyes and straightened his uniform. When he spoke, his voice carried the weight of absolute conviction. "Send a message to the Galactic Council. Single transmission, all frequencies, sir. They need to understand what they've done." The message reached every inhabited system within 72 hours. It was simple, delivered in every known language, signed by the United Earth government and every human colony simultaneously. "To the species of the Galactic Council, you have murdered our children. You have crossed a line that can never be uncrossed. We are giving you one warning, the only warning you will receive. Evacuate your homeworlds. Flee to the edges of known space. Abandon your empires. We are coming, and we will not stop until justice is served. You have 30 days. Use them wisely." The Council's response was predictable: laughter, dismissal, and mockery. Humanity controlled perhaps 3% of Council territory. Their fleet numbered in the hundreds compared to the Council's millions of warships. The very notion was absurd. The Zynthian High Command broadcast their response galaxy-wide: "Let the humans come. We will crush them as we crushed their spawn." 29 days later, humanity made its move. Admiral Kenji Yamamoto watched from the bridge of the UES Vengeance as the first wave materialized. Not hundreds of ships, millions. Every human vessel capable of flight had been retrofitted for war. Cargo haulers bristled with weapons. Passenger liners carried enough firepower to level cities. Mining ships had been converted into mobile fortresses, but it wasn't the quantity that made the Zynthian defense fleet falter. It was the technology humanity had held back. For centuries, they had hidden their true capabilities, presenting themselves as eager but primitive newcomers to galactic civilization. They had studied, learned, and quietly surpassed every species in the Council. The first Zynthian battle group ceased to exist in microseconds. Human ships phased through shields as if they weren't there. Weapons fired with such precision that each shot claimed a vessel. Energy systems humanity didn't possess tore through hulls constructed from materials supposedly impervious to human weaponry. "All ships," Yamamoto's voice echoed across the fleet channel. "You know your targets. You know what they took from us. Show no mercy. Offer no quarter. For the children of Terrace 7. For the children," a million voices responded. The Galactic Council convened an emergency session as reports flooded in. The Zynthian Empire's outer colonies gone. Their defense fleets obliterated. The human advance was unlike anything in recorded history. They didn't occupy worlds. They didn't negotiate. They simply erased every trace of Zynthian civilization they encountered. "We must negotiate," pleaded Ambassador Thorax of the Kelvin Union. "This slaughter serves no purpose." High Counselor Vexler accessed the data streams, his tentacles trembling. "They're not listening. Every diplomatic channel returns the same message. You were warned. You chose war." The truth was becoming horrifyingly clear. Humanity wasn't waging a war of conquest. This was extermination delivered with industrial efficiency and cold precision. Species after species watched as the Zynthian Empire crumbled. In 6 months, a civilization that had dominated the galaxy for 10,000 years ceased to exist. Their worlds were left barren, their stations reduced to debris, their people scattered to the void. And then humanity stopped. The message came from Earth, delivered by Secretary General Maria Santos. She appeared on every screen in council space, her face aged beyond her years, eyes carrying the weight of unprecedented genocide. To the remaining members of the Galactic Council, the Zintian Empire is no more. Let this serve as your only lesson. Humanity does not start wars. We don't seek dominance. We came to the stars seeking friendship and cooperation. Her expression hardened. But harm our children and we become something else entirely. Something ancient and terrible. We warned you to flee. The Zinthians chose to stand and mock us. You see the result. She leaned forward, and every species in council space felt the primal fear of being prey. We are returning to our borders. We will not expand further. But understand this. We have marked every species that voted for the Terra 7 massacre. We have mapped your worlds, cataloged your defenses, and prepared contingencies. If any human child is harmed by council action again, we will not send warnings. We will not grant time to evacuate. We will simply come, and we will end you. The transmission ended. The Galactic Council's official records list the Zinthian-human war as lasting 7 months. Historians note that humanity deployed less than 30% of its military capacity. Xenopsychologists still debate how a species capable of such affection could execute such absolute destruction. But there was one thing every species in the galaxy understood perfectly. Humanity's children were now the most protected beings in known space. Not because of laws or treaties, but because every species remembered what happened when someone forgot that simple truth. The humans had taught the galaxy an ancient lesson, one written in the ashes of an empire: never threaten their young.